It's 6 a.m. and I'm back to working on this problem around WebKit and iOS having a delay with the normal HTML5 audio element. The very first time that you click play on the audio has to download the audio and then play it, so there's a delay there. Also, if you switch out the source of the audio element, switch out its source and play it, every time you do that, it seems to just re-download the file and causes a delay before the playback begins. So you can see on my desktop here, I've got the audio element to show the issue, and then AudioContext is another audio API that you can use, and it doesn't have the delay. It preloads and has the data available and just plays it. So I'll show you what that looks like if you haven't seen earlier recordings. So this is...
You take the loop, the story ends, you wake up and...
So it works quick on desktop, no issue there. I'll show you on my phone in a sec. Same with this one.
You take the blue pill.
Yeah. So on my phone, a bit hard for you to see, but it's got the same page. Anyway, I click play on the audio element, and it's loading.
You take the blue
and
pill.
it plays.
The story ends.
Press switch.
You wake up and...
It's loading. And it plays. Switch.
You take the blue pill.
You get a feel for how much of a delay there is there. Alright, so when I'm using AudioContext, it's like this.
You take the blue pill. You take the blue pill.
Straight away. Alright, so what's left for today? I don't have a pause function for AudioContext, so I want to add that in. I want to add 2 extra buttons, one to play audio track 1 and one to play audio track 2 explicitly. Then giving this page a little bit more style and adding a bit more words in there to explain the core problem. And then I can post this on Stack Overflow to help other people out that have hit the same problem that I did, where there's this lag with the audio being played. Alright, so let's jump into trying to get the pause button to work. So I've got, just as the core structure, this bit here is the audio context. So all of this work stemmed from an open source library called LowLag, which I've since trimmed down into just the bare bone basics for just the audio context functionality. Anyway, it loads into to audio files, gives them a name like audio 1, audio 2, or a tag as we call it, and then it prepares audio 1, but it doesn't play it automatically. The audio element, there's like a list of sources here, again audio 1, audio 2. And this is all the JavaScript for playing the HTML5 audio tag example. And the DOM markup looks like this, so just calling some functions to play things. That's pretty much it. Okay, so over in the JavaScript, which is all focused on the low lag functionality for audio context, I already have pause as a placeholder here. It's just not working yet. So I've got a few things in here that I've written already, but the guts is not working. So there is no tag being passed in to say like audio 1 or audio 2, because when we're pausing, we're always pausing on the active audio that's currently playing. So I've got this current playing tag that gets set when you play a new piece of audio. So that's going to be the thing that we're looking for. And if it's undefined, then there's nothing to pause. Otherwise, we're going to pause that thing. Alright, so we need to find the currently playing audio and pause it, which is here. So in terms of our source, we're looking at our, we've got an object called audio buffer sources that has a list of any of the audio files that we've buffered up and are ready to be played. We go find it, and then this stuff here is around stopping audio, so that's the bit that we need to fix up. All that stuff there, which is just like the stop audio down here. Okay, oh, I will add an extra message. That's something I don't have up here. As I modify this, so I just say that the pause has happened. Pause, sound audio context. Now, I need to figure out how I'm going to be doing the pausing. It wasn't quite clear with audio context. It doesn't just have like a pause feature like HTML5 audio tag does. So I did a little bit of research. There is this, where is it? I must have closed the page down that I have. That doesn't help. Oh, here we go. Right. So on the actual W3C draft, right, there's this thing called suspend. Yep. So it suspends the audio context and releases hardware resources and things as well. And then there's the resume piece of functionality as well. I got this idea from one of these Stack Overflows. Yeah, not that one. Where someone was trying to figure out how to do pausing. And yeah, this person here suggested that, yeah, check if the state's running. If it is, then suspend. Else, if the state is suspended, then resume. So I think this is certainly worth trying out. It doesn't have as many upvotes as like the top answer, like this one here. So what are they doing here? They're getting like the current time, setting the start time, either playing it from the very beginning, or if it's been paused previously, then start at that point in time in the audio. And when they're stopping, they're actually doing a full stop of the audio and setting like some data to say that it was paused at a particular point in time. So I guess that's going to give you a button that you can press play, 5 seconds later you press it again, and it pretends like it paused it, but ultimately it stopped it. You click the button again, and it's going to start playing from 5 seconds in on that audio track. So exactly what we're looking for, but yeah, that might be the other option that we have to go with if this suspend and resume functionality doesn't work. So yeah, let's grab some of this. So we're in pause here. One thing I don't know is how well supported this suspend functionality is, whether it's across all the browsers, because AudioContext. I was trying to find it. I didn't have much luck. Found on end. I think I can find it in here. Suspend. Probably not. I have all kinds of things. Audio context suspend. This is what I want, and resume. I'm going to assume that they have the same sort of support. Yeah, it frees up CPU and battery, which is great. It's like even more powerful than, I guess, another. Stopping probably does that too, though. Okay, cool. So we're going to give examples here. So if the state's running, all right, yeah, it returns a promise as well when you call suspend, and that's why they're doing the message, yeah, as the success of the promise. If suspended, then resume it. Makes sense. Sure. All right, compatibility. It's a little concerning that Edge might not have support. Firefox, well, I know Internet Explorer has no support. Android Chrome. Safari and iOS, that's a concern as well, of whether or not it's got it. It's a question mark, so it's not like a definite no. But that would be a deal breaker if it doesn't work on Safari on iOS. I'd like to know what version it's been introduced in as well. I can certainly test it on my phone, so I'll do that. And fingers crossed it works. This. Stop. Chrome Edge. Stop is unknown. Seems a bit silly. Chrome. What? Why is it saying no for start for Chrome? That's really weird. Anyway, much lower. Using this particular API might be significantly bumping up the minimum browser support. It would be good to know. Let me just put this in here. Just in case I need to refer to it later. Let's take also this code. It's a bit nicer. So our source is our audio context. You can see here we're calling functions like stop on it. So we can just change all those around, all the ones we need. So audio context, if it's running, then suspend it. Right, then I can call my message, which is this. Now, I wasn't going all in on promises, and this example only uses promises. I wonder if void. Right, so it can reject it as well. There's no handling for that at the moment in this code. It's already been closed. Maybe we could handle it. I'm just wondering if we're going to add in here that we're only using promises. I made the decision not to go all in on promises yesterday, just due to it bumping up the minimum browser support. It wasn't just the use of promises, it was the use of the, what was it? Which API was it? Jeez. It's in here somewhere. There's a giant block of text, unload, blah, blah, blah. Right, it was the actual decode audio data return val, yeah. So this particular API, the legacy method is to have like a success and error callbacks. But then the newer version of the API does a promise, which then gets handled here. However, like in Chrome, it supports both the legacy and the promise, and so this code here will call success twice, well, like first here and next from the promise, which kind of sucks. But when did it come in? Decode audio data. No. This was like a polyfill for it to get supporting the earlier versions of the API. It's a bit messy. Just don't know when it was introduced. I could find out, but it's not totally clear. Just double check here again. Sorry, backtracking a bit. Maybe I should just just go all in on promises. Right, promise-based syntax. Here we go. So it definitely bumped up. It just says yes. Yes, Safari was a no. So that would be a deal breaker. If the promise-based API doesn't work on Safari yet, then can't use it, and not on iOS. So basic support. Well, that's a lie, though. Maybe I shouldn't have full trust in this compatibility data, since I know it is working on Safari on iOS. Anyway, that was a bit of a worry. Alright, no, still keep non-promise based on the other one, but this new one, where'd it go? Come on. This one, it doesn't have any other option than using promises. No old API, no legacy. So I guess we just use the promise. And that's fine. Alright, so if it states running, then suspend it. Then we want to have a message that says we have suspended it. Suspended. Current playing tag. Interesting choice. Why did I do that down here? Named the tag, didn't I? Tag, current playing tag, blah blah blah. Tag, 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 tag. I just need a tag in here. Tag. Likewise, and the same up here. Cool. It would be good to also handle the error state as well. I haven't done much with promises, so I'm just going to go check out the other code up here. This did a then. Right, that just straight up calls it. And this is the catch. Reload audio file E. Something like this then. I'm doing that. No, this here. Just gives an error. That's okay, we should do the same, I guess. And then this. But if it fails, that. The next one, well, get rid of all of it and just put in one of these. for tag. So suspender, suspend error for this. And the error looks like this. And the error is probably going to say something like audio context already stopped. That was one of the reasons it gave for failing. Yep, that should be alright. Now, audio context resume. Now I'm not looking for the pause button. That could be another button I could have. One that toggles between playing and pausing. Maybe I don't need that. If they click pause again and the state's not running, else if so instead of actually resuming it, I don't want to. I could resume it. Pause. I wonder if that's what I want my pause button to do. Click pause, and it's an unpause. I could either click pause, or I could click play. Now it's a bit. Please play. Don't think it should necessarily handle the playback, the pause button. Already suspended. I've got like a already playing one, right? Yeah. Request, play sound, already playing. Yep, cool. What did I say above it? In order request to pause sound as nothing is currently playing. Right, not playing at a second time, it's already playing. And over here. Ignore request to pause. Sound. It's already paused. It's not running and it's not suspended. I saw this somewhere. I might have got rid of it though. State suspended. Yeah, states. There's one other state. I'm trying to remember what it was. So suspended. Closed. Right, audio context has been closed. Fair enough. Since I only have a 3, like, I could handle that in some way. If the state's running, suspend it. That would mean like, and if it failed, it means like it changed state in between me checking the state and me asking to suspend it. So this error is fairly unlikely. The state is the equivalent of suspended. I mean, let's put one in for stopped. It can't hurt. Closed, I mean. Okay, already closed. No request to pause the sound, it's already closed. Maybe I should say suspended. Cool. Alright. There's no other sort of else in here, like if they introduce a new state. Let's just add one in. Unknown. Oh yeah. Audio context state. This. Oops. I'll say. Alright, so for starters, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. And I should be able to put this in here. Alright, that's just me trying to be a little bit extra safe, but if they introduce an additional state in there, we're handling it. Cool, but we're not doing any sort of resume. Now, yeah, we want to return here because we don't actually know. Like, we haven't actually paused it. We don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, we want to return on these too. It's already paused. We'd either return on all these, or I could add this stuff just under that. I think I'll do that. It's just easier. Audio buffer source tag is undefined. Well, we don't want that since we're suspending and resuming, so we don't need to clear out the source because we're not going to be calling play on it. We'll be calling resume on it. Currently playing tag, it's the same one. So actually I don't need any of this. I can get rid of all of it. Alright, sweet. That should pause. Just having a read through. Looks pretty good. Alright, but we need something different in our play function now. Which is up here. Already playing. Huh. So yeah, we're ignoring the request to play the same sound a second time. It's already playing. It's probably need to come in before this. And here it says it's gonna play it. I mean, it should probably say that after it's actually started playing it. That's the pending request. Yeah, I think I should move this down. It makes sense where it is. Oh, so we say started. It should be pending. Stopping. Started. That's not too bad. I mean, it says it's going into it. Yeah, I keep that one. It's nice and high up. But I'm doing something higher than it now. Which is getting the source. So I got to do this in a similar way to pause. Yeah, it's going to be very similar to this bit. Alright, let's just bring up most of this and see where we land. Definitely not going to do this. I'm going to think this one through. I don't shoot myself in the foot. So this one exits out if you're trying to play the same sound. If the sound, however, what am I trying to say? Alright, 6:30 in the morning, still waking up. No request to play sound. It's already playing. I want to handle whether or not it's the same sound being asked for as the tag or it's the currently playing one. It doesn't really matter. It's actually if the tag is empty I'm interested in. See, if you've passed in a tag, meaning you're asking to play a very specific sound, say audio 1's already been played and then it's been paused, and then I ask for sound 2 to be played, I don't want to unpause audio 1, I want audio 2 to force its way in and play. So it's really only the case where I call play without a tag that I want to do an unpause. But what if audio 1 was paused and I press a button that says play audio 1? What should it do? Should it unpause audio 1 because it's already suspended, or should it play audio 1 from the beginning? It won't do it. It'll just say it's already playing according to this. So I guess it would want to resume it. So I need to handle two scenarios. Okay, I think I'm starting to work this through in my head. So we want this one here. We're asking for the same audio. Or if there's no tag, but there is a currently playing piece of audio. Both of those cases, you want to resume the thing. Yeah. Yep, I think so. Alright. Let's change this around for playing tag. Alright, so there's this one. So that. Oops. This is really if there's a tag and a current playing tag, and the current playing tag is equal to tag, then do something. So what's this other one, which is this one? Is this right? I mean, I don't need to have the brackets here. It's a bit verbose, but so if there's a current playing tag, it means there's an audio element that's currently in, like, is active in the player, which is an invisible player, but there's something that's been playing and it could be in a suspended state. Or if you passed in a tag, actually I'm going to do, yeah, or you passed in a tag and there's something active and those two things are equal, then you want to try for resume. If you passed in a tag and these are not equal, then if they're not equal, then you're trying to play a new piece of audio. Yeah. Now, do I need to be this explicit? So I've already said this is that. So that would, pretty certain the first one that fails, it doesn't bother with the next ones. Can't remember. Do it new. If tag. Yeah, I know I'm safeguarding myself here if I do this, so I'll probably just keep it, but I don't want a situation where both of these are undefined, so I didn't pass anything in, and this is undefined. That would be true then, right? It would say, yeah, undefined is equal to undefined, go try and unsuspend something. I don't think I can go wrong with it like that. This would probably negate that being an issue, but I'll sit on the side of caution. So I'll just explain it. If some audio is currently playing or we are asking to play the same audio, maybe I say active. Active, we're asking already active. See if it needs to be unpaused. If some audio is currently active or you're asking to play the same some audio is currently active or you're asking to play audio, then see if it needs to be unpaused. If you are asking to play play currently active audio, then skip to unpause. If some audio is currently active, or you're asking to play audio that is already active, see if it needs to be unpaused. If you're asking to play audio that is not currently active audio, then skip trying to unpause the audio. Just saying the other, so some audio is not currently active. If some audio is not currently active, or you're asking to play audio. If asking to play new audio by tag, asking to play new audio that is not currently active audio, then skip trying to unpause the audio. Cool. Alright, I think I got it. So I don't have a source yet. What is this? So try this up in here. Okay, so we need to call this maybe current source. I got source all down here. So this is where we're stopping it. Sure. Already checked that it's there. Maybe. This one. Nope. This one. Jeez, what did I call it? Source old. Let's call it source current. It's not undefined. this is source state suspended, I do believe. Yep. Yep. Suspended. Good. And then we don't want to do source suspend, we want to do resume. Please have audio resume. Ooh, not tag. This one. Catch. Resume error for this. Error E. There's no else in here. Really want to come back from a suspended state. So if there is something and it's closed, we're not going to suspend it if it's already playing. I think in all cases, inside here, actually, what if it was something else? So if it was closed, who would we want to exit? I'm just thinking like whether I should put the return here or not. How do you spell explicitly? It is when. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I was just reading through this logic again. I don't want to stuff it up. I think it's right. Alright, so this happened. This is something I have stuffed up so far. That's better. Okay, so we want to find an audio source. If there's none, well, if there was none, so we pressed play, there was a currently playing, but it couldn't find it in the sources, it should go on to play it. I think that'd be alright. If we pressed play, now we passed in the tag, and the tag was equal to the currently playing tag, and we couldn't find it in the sources, then we should also play it. Buffers undefined. Cool, just let it fall through. Alright, so, but if the state is suspended, then we want to resume it. That's fine. If the state was something else, like closed or running, so if we're already playing sound, if you had already playing sound, you're not going to try and resume it. You want to fall through to play, and if it's stopped, you want to fall through to play. So I think I actually want this return up here. So only if it was in a suspended state and I've gone through to resuming it, then do I want to return failure. Now I could do it just after the successful resume. So one of the reasons why the resume might fail is if it did get into a stop state in between me asking to resume it and that being called. In which case, if it's in a stopped state, then we probably want to play it. I think I'll let that one fall through too. Alright, well, that should be it. Cool. Right. Finally, let's try it. Alright, saved. Nope, not saved yet. Not signed. I haven't signed in before. Copy that to clipboard just in case the save doesn't work. It's going awfully slow. Fingers crossed. Come on. It's got to be failing. What is it doing? Load is right at the end. You got this. Do it. Do it. It's not gonna. It's not gonna do it. Is it? I think it is. Let's see if the internet's working. Certainly currently working. What that is. Alright. Any minute now. It's definitely not saving. Just making sure I back up my stuff. In case I'm gonna lose it. Hopefully not. Alright, reload this page. Boom. Just a bit unfortunate actually. Gotta hide a menu area. Boing, boing. I do like this loading animation though, it's very cool. Bouncy cloud. Unsaved draft. Sounds about right. Just let it fully load. Okay, seems to be happy now. I wonder if this has all our new paused stuff in it. Should be in the play area as well. Nope. It does not. Lucky I took that back up. Alright. There's a mix. I'm just looking over here. Text editor. Seems to be a mix of tabs and spaces throughout here. That's a bit gross. I wonder if I can just tidy that up. Here. Maybe not. Maybe a bad thing to do. Oops. Doing that. That's the one. That's one I like. Actually, I think it's got it built into JS Fiddle. What do we got here? Nope. I thought that was a tidy thing. Tabs looks like you can force it. Indent size. Here we go. Maybe not. Unless he really wants to stay. Go away. Ah, tidy. It's right there. Let's see what it can do. Oh, did I copy it back in yet? I don't think I did. Did that tidy it? I don't know if it did. Tidy. Refreshed it. Probably good. Let's just put this in here as well. Boom. And I didn't change any of my HTML, but let's check it back here as well. Boom. Click tidy. Oh, I definitely tidied things up over here. Looks nice and neat. And here, right, split that onto multiple lines. Just having a quick skim through. Decode asynchronously. Now. Looks pretty neat. I should have a look at these little warnings too. So this one says M is already defined, which it is up here. So I can get rid of this. It's happy. So I'm missing invoking a constructor, which I guess because it says new. Yeah, I don't think new is necessary. Find out, I guess. New audio context. Yeah, don't think it's needed there either. What's wrong with this one? Tag's already defined. It says URL there. URLs. Sure, I guess it's already defined. Do that. There. Cool. Save it. Fingers crossed. Awesome. It worked. Ugh. Okay. Fiddle doesn't have any name. I should give it a name. It's only fair. Let's call it the same as. Okay. Yeah, save it again. Oh, what? Nope. Go over here when I press that. Control S. Alright, we're up to 37 now. Good. Adjust this to 37. Fingers crossed. Alright, play some audio. Fail. Expect. Or is it preloading? Let's see. Nope. Low lag init is not a function. Low lag play is not a function. Ready. Low lag dot init. Why not? Low lag init. Certainly looks like a function. Maybe that new was important. Said it wasn't, but I'm not sure. Let's try this out. Please use the new operator. Failed to construct. That one did the init fine. Those news were necessary. It lied to me. I wonder if I can just do Control Z to get out of all that. That's got the new. That's got the new. That was the var. I don't need that one. I can get rid of that. And likewise with the other complaint about tag is already defined, I can get rid of that one safely. But the news are needed to construct it. Cool. Alright, 39. Let's try again. Looks things look good over here.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill.
No,
You stay in Wonderland.
State.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to.
Stop. And then 0, press pause while it's stopped. Nothing to pause. Okay. Play.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up.
State undefined. Doesn't seem right. After all this effort. I press play again. That's true. Didn't pass in a tag though. It should just say nothing to play. Play.
You take the blue pill.
Already playing. Yeah.
The story ends.
Of course.
You wake up in your bed and believe.
Why is audio context a state? It's undefined. It seems weird to me. Alright, explain to me state. Yeah, it's not on. So in audio context you call suspend and resume. Audio context. Bummer. No. Doesn't exist. At all. Anything at all. Nope. Nope. Okay. Don't have that example to go from then. So is it the audio context that I'm querying? Where's my pause? Pause. Media buffer sources. Tag equals source. Source is context. Context is the audio context. Source is a create buffer source. So it's not context. So it created a sound source from the context. Lag.audio context. Context of destination. This one. Audio context starts out as undefined. So this audio context is equal to the Windows audio context or WebKit audio context. Right, new instance of that. And that's set to this. So when low lag is initialized, it has one audio context that it uses. Okay, so I'm just calling it on the wrong thing. Blah, blah, blah. Enter. No way that's up there. Doesn't go on there. Down here. Right, so I need to know my context when I'm going to go pause. Yep. So it's not even the source state. I don't know about this. Maybe I need to check context and none of this other stuff around. Even current playing tag or any of it. Let's just try this. So I'll just leave source in there and all of that, but change it to context. Cool. Alright, so that's switched all of it out for context. And I'll do the same over in the play. Well, let's just do it for pause to begin with. Let's do it in both places. Context. It's already created, so I can just move this up higher. Context. So all of this, I might not need source current. Okay, see if that works. Alright, up to 40. Errors.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe.
Cool. Alright. That's definitely working. Alright, let's get rid of some of the other stuff that was just junk now. So need any of these other checks. It does. Because otherwise I could call play and be trying to play a new piece of audio, and all it does is unpause currently paused piece of audio. And I don't want that. But we don't need this. We don't need to find currently playing audio and pause it, it's just part of the context. Only one context. Okay, that one looks good. Go down to our paused one now, tidy it up. So the last one I had context up high, so I should do the same for here. Damn, I really have to do that. I could just use this. But anyway. Nope. Should get rid of that in the other one. Should have kept that. Find currently suspended audio and unpause it. Right, find currently running audio. Playing audio and pause it. Suspend. This shouldn't have been called suspend. Suspended audio. I currently paused audio. Suspended. And unpause it. And unpause it, resume. Yep. Sorry about this, just trying to get all my words right. Find currently playing, I guess, playing running audio. Pause it, suspend. This seems fine. Cool. No, I don't need this. Already suspended, already closed. Cool. try this again. It's a little bit of checking LI messages. Seemed like the playback behavior was right, but something might have got called more times than I expected. Okay, so we're going to play some audio.
You take the blue pill.
All good.
The story ends.
Pause it.
You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You
Audio
stay in Wonderland.
It's definitely not already
You
suspended.
take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever.
Oh, I broke something. What did I break? Context. Context. So if they're not undefined. For some reason the state is suspended. Pause. Yep, pause audio 1. Suspended. Already suspended. Doesn't make any sense to me. Let's try again.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You
Very strange. Sucks because it worked before. Definitely worked before. Just take a copy of all this and put it in a notepad and try and go back through what I did wrong. Okay, so Control Z. Change some comments. It's not going to be it. More comments. More comments. Just add everything back in. Alright, add it all back in. Let's just go back in time. 40.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You check.
What was different about 40? Just give me a little bit longer to load.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland.
No, that time it worked.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever.
Why? Already suspended.
You want to be. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill.
I'm
The
so
story
confused. This one definitely looks better though. But why?
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe
Now it's working.
whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends.
I'm confused. Let's try 41 again. There seemed to be something there where if I pressed play a second time, that it fixed itself up.
You take the blue pill.
Yeah, it's working. 40. Right.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland.
So confused. Alright. What if I gotta hop off in a sec. His pause button was tough. It's pending.
You take the
Now
blue
it
pill.
plays.
The story ends.
It says
You wake
resume
up in your
here.
bed and believe whatever you want to.
Already
You
playing.
take the red pill.
Resume.
You stay in Wonderland.
What's that stuff's about?
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill.
Why would it? Play. Alright, this is a promise, so it might come in a little bit later in terms of printing out to the screen. Already playing, resume. Already playing. Return. Oh. So, because this was a promise, this return wouldn't stop it from continuing down into this code, right? That return only happens within this then. So that is a bit of a problem, I think. Let's bump this down. Can leave the return there, but I'm also going to add it in here. So it won't just keep going. And I think that will Definitely think that will help. Fingers crossed. Alright, play.
You take the blue pill. The story ends.
Started.
You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take.
I wonder if I can make the pause walk the same as the play. Play does this. I want the same for pause. Already suspended. Yeah. Could just get rid of this one. So it's not very nice. Those. Already playing return. Not that. Paused. Let's move this here. What if context is undefined though? It won't be. I'm going to load this time.
You take the blue pill.
Pause. Right, that's because it's suspending. It's already there. Click pause again. Already suspended. Already suspended. Good, that's what I want. Play.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want.
Suspend.
You take the red pill.
Suspend. Resume.
You stay in Wonderland.
Sweet, it's working.
You take the blue pill.
Stop it. Nothing, stop. Play.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill.
And
You
switch
stay in
doesn't go.
Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You take the blue pill. You take the blue pill. You take the blue pill.
So that works for stopped,
You take the blue pill.
but switch. I'm pausing it, switching. So switching has a bit of a bug. It's going to do an autoplay. It's going to change out the current tag and then just call play without forcing it to play a particular sound. And right now I'm doing that because the initializing of audio context, I'm just using switch sound, which ends up initializing with audio on. This is probably sloppy. I should probably change that. This one here, we're changing the current tag. It's going to be a different tag. And hold on, where's my button? Down here. Alright, we want it to autoplay. We've switched it out so the tag is different. So why is that when I'm calling play? It has a current playing tag, but that's different from the current tag. See, this should have failed. Oh, but it's an OR. That's why. So it gets in here. So it doesn't care about that. How can I make that work? I haven't passed in a tag. Oh, if tag's undefined, it already sets it to current tag. That would fail. Always gonna have a tag. So this here where I was thinking like, this only gets something if someone's explicitly asked for a tag. It's not true because of this. So that doesn't help. Maybe I need to move that down. I think I might actually. Let's move this down just quickly. So, if it didn't pass in a tag, then this is doing what I'm expecting it to do. It didn't ask for something explicit, so that's going to fail. Alright, if there's a currently playing tag, and there's a current tag, and there's a current tag. Current playing, current tag. So the switch relies on switching out the current tag, and then depends on this thing, like auto-loading it in and not being explicit. So there will be a current tag, and there'll be a currently playing tag because we paused something previously before we click switch. And there's All right. Right. So this will no longer unpause when you switch, because you're switching to a new sound. Currently active. Yeah. It's a bit of an edge case. If some audio is currently active and hasn't been switched, that's right. If you've switched audio or are explicitly asking to play new audio, not the currently active audio, then skip. Okay, I think this is good now. Lucky 44. So many revisions. Fingers crossed. Then I gotta be done. Get to work. Okay. Ugh. Do not bother play.
You take the blue pill.
Of course.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
Why?
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill. The story ends.
Okay.
You wake up in.
It's working, but I think I saw a bug. Switch. But it's not playing audio 2. Because the audio context is suspended. Maybe. It's already suspended. So I would need to play. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I've got some audio. I'm pausing it. I'm switching it. Stopped audio 2, started audio 1. But when it did the start, it didn't unsuspend the audio. Jeebers. Okay. Source start. I think we need to do this. Context definitely can't be undefined at this point, right? I've needed to use it elsewhere for creating. Yeah, context is definitely there. Alright, so if we asked to play something, we asked to play it. If the audio context is in a suspended state, then unpause. Maybe that should. Yeah, let's do this a little bit earlier. So it started it. Suspend state and unpause. Start. Suspended. If it's running, if it's closed. Started and then resumed. Else. Okay, started and then resuming error for that. That will tell us where it is. So started it and then resumed. Yeah, I think I should move this down here. If it was suspended, then it resumed it. Else it should just be playing right now. Unless it was stopped. It started back there though. It's running. It's suspended. Maybe it needs to be more like this. Stopped. It's paused. Okay, so if it is running, and then it was started. If it's suspended, then we want to resume it. Which looks like this. Alright, so it's either started, and then resumed. This can, yeah, just be for tag. Cool. If it's closed, if it's closed, I would have expected start to kick it off. Sound to start. Context closed. Play sound audio context, unknown audio context, state for that state context. That looks good. I don't really need to return here since it's just going to come through and finish up anyway. So those are unnecessary. I don't have it in this one here. But I have them in my playing one. In the playing one it makes sense. But in this one, hold on, this is the playing one. Alright, I must have grabbed it from unpausing while in the play area, which wants to avoid the rest of this logic. Alright, so it started the sound. If the state is running, it's going to say it started. If it was suspended, then it's going to resume and then say that it started and then resumed. And then add a resuming error for that error blah. The state was closed, failed to start, context closed. Unknown audio context state. Great. Alright. That will definitely work. What could go wrong? Nothing. Alright, then I really gotta go.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. You take the blue pill.
So it's suspended.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe.
Of course. Suspended.
Believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland.
That's just a play and resume. Pause audio 1, suspended audio 1.
You take the blue pill.
Already suspended.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
Cool.
You take the red pill.
Take the red pill. Suspended it. Switching it. It's pretty good. Stopped audio 1. Started. And then resumed audio 2. Switch.
You take the blue pill. The story ends.
It just starts from the beginning, which is expected. Alright, pausing it on the switch.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed.
It's a little bit of audio, it sounds like, from audio 1 playing just before audio 2 starts.
You take the blue pill.
I think I'm going from audio 1 to audio 2, but I think that can be forgiven. I'd already stopped audio 1, so shouldn't be there. Let me stop this and play it.
You take the blue. You take the. You take the blue pill. You take the blue pill. The story. You take the blue pill.
Alright, ultimate test is whether it works on my phone. And then I'll call it a day. I've got to call it a day anyway, even if it has bugs. Alright, 45. Cool. Alright, play it.
You take the blue pill. The story
Pausing it.
ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want.
Stopping it.
You take the blue pill.
Pausing it. Switching it.
You take the blue pill.
Switching.
You take the blue pill.
Pausing it. Playing it. Pausing it. Switching it.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in...
Stop. That's it. She works. Cool. Switch, pause, unpause. We're in the audio element. I'm going to play that. Actually, I know how the audio element works. When I play it and pause it, when I do a switch, it just changes out the source, so it's always going to switch it out. Yeah, it's really good. Got a pause button. Alright, so I didn't get to adding the play audio 1, audio 2 buttons yet, but that's okay. Got really solid pausing and playing and really good logging for the activity. I'm really happy with that. Alright, well, tomorrow I'll finish tidying this up. Hopefully finally finish with it. Thanks to anybody that's watched. Yeah, I'll be done with this soon, hopefully. Alright, see you later. Bye.